Hey everybody, my name is Veronica Malia and I am so excited to dig into Encanto with you. I have watched this movie several times now, as I'm guessing most of you have, and have watched a lot of just different things about it on YouTube and have wanted to start this channel on mental health and different things. I am a grad school student to be a mental health counselor, and so there were so many themes in here that I wanted to talk about, and I thought what better way than to get this YouTube channel started with something that I'm so passionate about and can talk for so long about naturally. And so we're gonna get started. We're gonna go through, there's gonna be a series of videos that is gonna break down parts of the movie. I'm gonna go through it chronologically. Not sure all the things that have to do with copyright, and so we're going to try to not break any copyright laws. But we're gonna get started right from the beginning of the movie, so let's dive in. So right off the bat, we have the classic Disney castle. Who has been around long enough to remember the 2D Disney castle, where it was just a very simple outline, and now I love this gorgeous 3D animation with Tinkerbell. So yay, let's get watching. It's so fun because every time you see it, it's like you see it again, and like different details pop out, or you can notice different little aspects. Like right before I started this, I noticed that this part, I was like, oh, Abuela's still wearing her ring right there. I was like, oh, didn't realize that. The kids in this animation are so beautiful. Oh, this whole part. So I really like how they decided to tell the story twice, and kind of that this first time is like that romanticized, edited version. Abuelo Pedro was lost, and it's like this generic term where later obviously we see the pain of that, but like this one's such a like, he was lost, it was hard. There's that butterfly that comes up again and again and again. Ugh. I wanna live in this place. It's so gorgeous. These mountains. Casita. Hi, Casita. I love that. And those butterflies. Okay, I'm pause here because it's funny. Casita. So when you put ita at the end of something in Spanish, it means like something small. So like oruguita is like, we'll hear later, is like little caterpillars. And like later you'll hear her call Antonio like Tonito, I think it is. And it's like just a pet name, you know? And so you have casita, which sounds like this cute little thing. But when I was watching it like the last time, I was like, that's like casota, which is like a big thing. And so this house, again, like I would love to, if there was like a vacation spot that was this house in these mountains, I would sign up for that or live there. Either one. All right.
With a magic gift to help us. That's right.
The generation.
And together, our family's gifts.
I love that. They have like the thorns, and then they show this like lush, beautiful paradise. Great contrast.
Strengthen our hope.
It's like the contrast here, for those of us who watched it, you see like this is the tender side of Abuela. This is her like just calling Mirabel mi vida, which is like my life. It's like such a beautiful pet name. And she's so like tender with her, which is such a contrast to later, as you know.
Are a wonder, Mirabel Madrigal.
And that's the truth, even though they don't see it for another like 10 years. Oh, the music, like the orchestral music in here, the score is gorgeous. There's the butterflies again. And the music, of course, the music in this whole thing is amazing. I love the little detail.
Make your family proud.
Oh, make your family proud. And we got the little butterfly on her shoulder.
My cousin's ceremony is tonight. Who's that?
I saw an interview and they asked Lin-Manuel Miranda, the composer of so many of these songs, which character would you be? And it was this kid with the coffee. Oh, this house, it's so beautiful. So I don't know if you saw our video that we made. The word perfect is used in this movie 24 times. 24 times! There's only 2 times that it's used like well. All the other one is just mounting the pressure. I love how they animate this twirling skirt is several times, and I'm like, it just looks so cool. Colombia. I might have a 5-year-old, and yeah. I love how they animate them. So yeah, this is another interview I saw, and they were asking like, does your family have a meal that either your mom or grandma cooks and it has like healing powers? And legit, my mom, so we're Puerto Rican, and my mother cooks this soup. It's called asopao de pollo, and it's chicken and rice soup. And one time I was feeling, it was like flu-like symptoms. This is years ago, and I was feeling horrible and came downstairs, ate a bowl of this, and literally like started sweating profusely, got like super cold, and then I felt fine. It was the weirdest thing. But so my mom has some Julieta superpowers. I love the dance moves. Oh my gosh. I love Theo Felix. He's one of my favorites. I have to pause right there because this is Abuela's line. Like, there's a couple of the characters that I'm like, that's their line. This is Abuela's line. Okay, so we swear to always help those around us and earn the miracle. Okay, that is the thing. Like, the whole entire movie is Abuela trying to earn this miracle. She's trying to keep feel worthy of this miracle, and the weight of that and the pressure of that she has on herself to be perfect, to be strong, like all the things. Yeah, I could go on and on about Abuela's pressure and the things that she's feeling, but that is the line that when I heard it, and I was like, ooh, she's trying to earn the miracle. Okay. I love this part with Camilo. I love it so much. Okay, if you are a mother or even a father, like, or somebody who has been around a person with a newborn, this scene where he shapeshifts into the townswoman and like takes her baby while she takes a nap is like, I'm like, oh my gosh. Disney animators know how it is to be a parent, because it's like, that is such a special, it's like really the only time I think that we see Camilo use his gift to like help the townspeople. Oh no, when he turned into Jose and he got tall. And when he was greeting everybody, I found, well, we'll see that, but kind of odd that he was like greeting everybody as themselves. But this one was like, that is an amazing gift, buddy. Thank you. Kudos.
Wait, who's a sister and who's a cousin? There's so many people.
How do you keep them all straight? Okay. In every way. Grows a flower, the town goes wild.
The animation.
That's life in the
Do no wrong. I love how they have her dancing with her skirt swirling. If you hear weird things, I have my windows open because it's gorgeous outside. These kids are relentless. Oh, the music in this movie is so, my heart, like just so many beats that make you want to dance. And when those bees. I didn't notice the first time I watched it, I couldn't understand the lyrics, so then I watched it again with the subtitles on, and I loved how it said that I didn't realize that Camilo's, somebody's doing fireworks outside. Which goes with the movie. Camilo won't stop till he makes you smile today. I was like, oh, that's cute. Also can be problematic for often his youngest children. He's not the youngest, although he was for a long time, because there seems to be quite an age gap between him and Antonio. The desperation in the kids' faces.
Oh, Mirabel didn't get one.
That little every time.
You did it.
This little girl cracks me up. This scene is not my favorite. It reminds me of the scene in Moana where she like fixes the roof. It just feels like there's an awkwardness in the scene.
Last gift ceremony was a bummer.
It's like,
Last one
okay,
being yours that
like,
did not work.
I am
for real.
because
Who are these kids? They're so funny. I love them. Jose. Always jumping to help.
Baby's not.
Perfect, perfect.
Flowers.
So I've loved Disney movies for so long, and like I used to watch them. I remember coming home and watching Lion King literally every day after school and just memorizing it, and I'm realizing I've watched different parts of this one or reaction videos or the movie that I'm starting to be able to quote it.
You okay? You don't have to overdo it.
I know my
I loved
perfect
Julieta.
is
She's
family.
so great.
Only since yours.
And I think part of it is because she has already fully accepted and loves.
Outsiders.
That expression of hers is so funny to me.
Surrounded by the exceptional.
So yeah, she's already loves and accepts this man who is
Okay, puppy.
unexceptional.
I get it.
Sorry.
So she has like expresses this love and acceptance of
Yeah, remember?
You have nothing.
this line. You have nothing to prove. It's like the exact opposite of the pressure that the whole rest of the family feels. And I think that's part of why Mirabel can have such a confidence in herself and a that line right there. It's like so in the background. Clean your rooms. I don't care how big they are. If I got in trouble when I was a kid, it was because my room was a mess. Like, so when I heard that line, I laughed so hard because I was like, yep, that's how it is. And those pictures. Okay, so in this, let me pause it. So in these pictures, it's interesting because top three, I love how they have, you know, Abuela as her younger self with the Pepa, Bruno, and Julieta. And then in the other ones, there's like the 4 grandkids, and you see 3, like the bottom 2, and then the Dolores on the left is the same pose. Like Abuela is just kind of exactly the same, except for her hands are different. And then on the one on the right, you have Isabela, Señorita Perfecta, and she's like leaning into Abuela, and Abuela is kind of like, oh, she's like so Abuela's pet, like favorite, plays along with the dynamic of perfection, which of course we know that comes at a cost, but I just thought that was interesting with these portraits.
1 hour.
Oh, all that work.
Maybe the whole
Perfect.
town relies on our family. Let the rest of the family do what they do.
Oh, her face there. She's like, okay.
Peppa, you have a cloud.
I know, Mama, but now I can't find Antonio. What do you want from me? Mama, nice to meet you.
So much pressure Pepa feels. There's
Gift ceremony doesn't
mom sticking up for her. But yeah, Pepa's always got this pressure of like, you basically can't feel anything that's negative. And I think that's why she always has a cloud, because she doesn't have a way to express it. She's always being stifled. Oh, this part is so sweet.
You have nothing to worry about. You're gonna get your gift and open that door, and it's gonna be me.
I love how she gets down like on his level in this, and it's kind of like a repeating pattern with Mirabel. She meets people where they're at, and she
Well,
like crawls under the bed, you know, with him, and hears him, and
to get you all to myself.
she comforts him, adds little jokes. But then, oh, this part, I wish she could have a door, and she doesn't let him carry her burden on his day. And I love that, because she doesn't go into wallowing or self-pity. She keeps the focus on like, you're gonna have a great day, this is your day. I'm guessing he's around 5-ish. And yeah, 5-year-olds don't need to carry big people burdens.
Best.
But his little voice, so sweet. And I love how this just shows how much she knows him.
I know you're an animal guy. You always have something to snuggle with.
Ugh, the hair texture in this movie. I love the hair texture. Like the variety of hair textures and skin tones. Like all of it's just like, oh, it's so beautiful. There it is, hombrecito, little man. One more squeeze. And Casita's like, nope, it's time to party. Again, the music just makes you want to dance. Alright, so that's gonna be the first video, the end of the first video, part 1 of Encanto, and just walking through it and chatting about all sorts of things. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you've enjoyed this, and we will be releasing the rest of the videos as we make them, and just excited to have a space where we can talk about not only Encanto, but different mental health and different, yeah, all things mental health. And so stick around if you are excited about what's to come. So stick around and yeah, subscribe, like, all those wonderful YouTube things, and you can stay up to date on all things mental health. All right, guys, have a great day.